The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? Just like when the signal on your Wi-Fi drop, it has come back stronger, stronger. The more they try to kill you, is the more you live longer. So if their plan didn't work, it's best they try another plan. Or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another man. Who Jah bless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them just look just like a curse. Who Jah bless, no man curse. Things getting better, better, better when they thought it would be worse. We getting stronger every day. Let me hear you say, we getting stronger every day. Put them on in the air now. We getting stronger every day. Everybody put your hands in the air and say, we getting stronger every day. The devil setting traps, will you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? The devil setting traps, will
Fresh Market HBC is celebrating Carnival, and you can join in the celebration of life, color, and joy. Choose from our range of top-of-the-line fragrances, brands like Chanel and Dolce & Gabbana, new scents for Valentine's Day, or simply to smell good at every fete. Elevate your look and be exquisite with LA Girl Cosmetics. We got colors for every outfit, and you can get glammed up for each event. Unleash your vibrant spirit with our hair extensions, color temporary hairsprays, gels, and more, because every moment is a celebration. All this and more available at Fresh Market Health, Beauty, and Cosmetics.
you fall for it? The devil setting traps for you, don't you fall for it? We work so hard to build a strong foundation. Why would they think we're so easy to break down? Maybe the journey was a slow one. Now we in this for the long run. When life teaching lessons, we just sign up. When God giving blessings, we just line up. Putting in the work, fill out time up. So if you know you blessed, put your hands up. Who Jah bless, no man curse.
Hello, 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 hello. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Bear with me, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Wait. Welcome, welcome. Just move it up closer to me. Welcome. Another show. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Thank you very much for joining in. You just heard some music from Signal Band, so big up to Signal Band. This one I believe it's called Devil Setting Traps. Awesome song. Love it. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hello, Stellina Blue, darling. Those of you on Facebook, YouTube, those of you locked in on Twitter, those of you on LinkedIn, hello. Okay, so let me just put it out there right now. I'm recovering from the flu. So your girl had like no voice over the weekend. So my voice is like slowly getting back, right? But I was shocked because I want to have show this week. I'm having how much show today, tomorrow. There's a show every day this week. Today, there's two today because back to back. Today, tomorrow we have the 2023 Carnival Queen. That's Alicia Burton. And Thursday we have the Calypso King Monarch Trilogy. So every day we have something except Friday. Friday we have something else. Friday something else. Welcome to the show. Come on down, everybody. Come closer. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Ready to get ready for this show today. I have like really two amazing guests coming on. They're coming on separately, but they're also coming in. They're promoted together, but they're coming in separately. Sorry, I got distracted. Somebody distracted me. Boy, that was that's a thing. So, I wanted to give you guys a little rundown before we get started because this is going to be this week will be my final shows until after Carnival. So I will not have another show until after Carnival, after this week's shows, right? So when we have a show tonight, we have a show tomorrow, and we have a show on Thursday. The next time we have a show will be after Carnival because February is my month. My birthday is in February. My birthday is the 18th. It's the Sunday after Carnival. So I'm gonna be MIA. I'm gonna be in a band somewhere for sure. By the way, guys, before I get into my show and the show stuff, you guys like my lipstick? Check it out. Check it out. Like, let me tell you, this available. I have every freaking color in it. I tried on, those of you who were on my live last week, I tried on this one. I don't know if you guys remember this one. And I was so shocked how gorgeous it looked. And then I got more colors. Let me tell you, Carnival's going to be litty. Because imagine that in the sun. Let me tell you, like, look at this. It's giving. I even have purple mascara. Yes, I have purple mascara too. Purple mascara. There we go. Look it up. Hey, but my lips looking nice, man, on camera. What is this? Anyhow, get your makeups and them, all your foundation and your spray. I'm gonna be giving away shit. Like, what am I talking about? I'm gonna be giving away stuff. Let me know the volume a little because I feel like I competed with the background music. So I'm going to be giving away 4 people gonna win stuff this week. Stuff. When I tell you stuff, I'm giving away Elegant cosmetic stuff. I'm giving away perfumes, fragrances. I'm giving away perfumes. I'm giving away red one stuff. A Jean Apache thing. I have like a box in front of me right about now. But I'm announcing the 4 winners on Friday because you have to prove that you're my top fan. Let me tell you, you're going to prove you're my top fan. I want to big up. This is a celebration that we just hit 12K organically. Yes, my people, 12K organically, right? 12K followers organically. And I just want to see who my top 4 fans are. And we're giving away makeup. I'm giving this away. Look at that, Black Horse. Full size, it's still in the package. Never been touched. Valued at $275. Yes. I'm giving away Nicki Minaj. Full size. What's the size on this? 100 ml. Full size. I'm giving away these as well. I'm giving away some mascaras. All you have a cool. So bear with me. I drinking some ginger tea. So you gotta make sure you share the live. We're going to be medvaying everybody to see who's sharing the live. You gotta share the live. You also have to tag people, but you can only, in order for you to qualify, you have to tag them in one post. So when you're sharing, you tag everybody, or you just tag everybody under this live right now. one post. So don't tag Tom, then tag Dick, then tag Harry. No, no, no. Not gonna work like that because I'm not gonna sit down and count every single one, every single person you tag. Tag all your people and them in one post. One post and share the live. Share it, share it, share it. I counting shares, I counting tags. And on Friday, we're announcing the winners. 4 people going to win. We're giving perfumes, we're giving fixing spray, a red one for fixing spray, red is fixing spray. We're giving away lipstick. We're giving away even press on nails. Look, I give away. We're giving away toothpicks this week. All right, and I announcing the winners on Friday. So tag like you mad, but you gotta tag them in one post. One post. All right. Malik, you gorgeous too. Malik, you gorgeous too. You gorgeous too. Thank you, my sister Aurelie, on the live. Lots of prizes and surprises. I know. I love. Let me tell you, I love. What you say? And you think I'm joking? This has no transfer. Like, look at my mug. No transfer. So imagine you're drinking your rum all in the band and your lips still looking on flick. Listen. No transfer. And let me prove to you, there's no transfer. I'm gonna kiss my back of my hand. See that? No transfer. No transfer, my people. So get your lippies at Fresh Market upstairs in Health, Beauty, and Cosmetics. They have all different colors. They actually, what I'm wearing is actually called the Glitter Magic Shimmer Lip Color. So the top of it looks kind of like this. So if you look in, so this is actually I think it's like a pinkish reddish. So the purple which I have on, which is this one. You see, I was so sure. I didn't finish check on the plastic. They bought it more sure. So that one is called Hypnotic. Hypnotic. Okay? All right, my people, you ready for the show? Oh my God, I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready for the show, people? Let's see who's on the live. Let's see who is on the live. I gotta come and shout at my people. I cannot just have a live and then shout at my people. My God. Let's see who is on the live. Where are you? Where's let's see who's on the live. Let's see who's on the live. Are you guys ready for the show? I am so excited. I don't know about you. I'm so excited to hear the folks. There's 2 wonderful. Let me tell you. A lot of times, the people I have on my show, imagine it, c'était Guaye to get sponsorship for that show. And that proves my point, how people don't put respect on the people that I have coming on my show, right? The people I have coming on my show are probably the most integral part of you having a good time. When I say integral part, Shammah is like a designer extraordinaire. Not just Dominica, he designing costumes for. He designing costumes across the Caribbean and even beyond. Hook up one. So because they're in the back and you're not seeing them, but you've seen their work. When you see all them girls come out and their makeup looking on fleek, their makeup looking on fleek like they slaying, makeup not moving, no creases, nothing. Jessia is one of the makeup artists in Dominica who's been leading and really doing great work. I know people now, all dog and cat go to Jessia to do makeup for photo shoot. Whether they're going to a party, they're going and do a photo shoot, they're going to a wedding. I mean, these people work behind the scenes and we don't put respect on them. And this is what this show is about. This is to highlight the folks that don't always get the spotlight because they're working in the back. They're working in the back and putting you in light, right, with their beautiful work. And this is why I have them on my show tonight. And I want you guys to share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live so every single person can hear about them. Every single person can know about them, right? We have such talented individuals in the Nature Isle in 767. And I am so excited to have them come out here tonight and share their story because they have a story. They have a story. And sometimes I'll tell you something. Sometimes it's the creative ones that has quiet the most. That has quiet plenty. Because when they work staying up all hours of the night, putting things together for people to look pretty, you don't know. And sometimes the line of work they're in, it's only during high season you find they get overflow of work, like to the point they have to refuse, right? These are the people who make us look gorgeous on the road. These are the people who make us look stunning on the road, right? And I'm so excited to have them on. I'm so excited to start off with Shammah. I'm going to get him on, but I want to see who's on the live first. I want to see who's on the live. We got D Sugars on the live. Joanne Tweet is on the live. Esther, big up Queen to Queen on the live. Sawana is on the live. Jocelyn is on the live. Chanel Fontaine is on the live. Janice is on the live. Kathy Samuel. Daylin Fidel is on the live. Kimberly is on the live. Kimberly Katagan, let me tell her that Kimberly want to win something. But Kimberly say, Navin is on the line. Kimberly say, wait, I not. Elena is on the line. My doodle darling Anne just hopped on the line. She said, present, miss. Sheba is on the live. Let me tell all you something. We're not playing tonight. Tag your mother, your father, your sister, your auntie, your nene, your parent, your Cobin, your everybody needs to know about these two amazing individuals. We're starting off with Shammah. Let me tell you, when I see me doing this, it's me taking air. I taking air because the voice not a lot good. But we're doing this. I'm excited to have Shammah with me. I'm excited to speak to him. I'm excited to share his story. I know you're excited to hear about him because you probably wondering, like Shammah, no? Those of us that don't know, like Shammah. As a matter of fact, I'll give you guys a joke. So Shammah designed something for me, which will come out. It's gonna break the internet next month. Yeah, we breaking the internet. So we stay. Shammah designed something for me. Okay? Let me go like a story. But I met Shammah years ago. When Shammah was working by Shammah's Home Decor. Right? That's how long I know Shammah. He even laughing, he laughing. Anywho, we'll talk about that when he come on. Shammah designed something for me, Garçon. So my oldest son, went to drop off the stuff for him. And he told some friends of his to pick it up on his behalf. And when my son came in, my son said, I'm here to drop off the stuff, I guess, for Shammah. And the people said, oh, I'm going to call him. And my son was like, Shammah is a boy? Because first of all, what I gave him was looking all glitzy and feminine-like. He checking but how is a next boy giving that to? How is a boy? Plus, he has a unique name. Shammah is such a unique name. And Shammah is a boy, he's a man. He's very man, a man. And I'm so excited to have him here on the show for the very first time. Show some love, drop some mask. Do you know the mask sign on your thing? Because, he's the carnival king when it comes to putting together costumes and creating some of the most stunning costumes that you'll ever see. Let's show some love to Shammah Laurent. What's up?
Hey.
You forget I know you since Shammah's Home Decor?
Yes, please. Apparently, because
when I said that, you laugh. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Oh my God, I am so excited. I've never been this excited to do an interview. I've never been this excited. And I think probably because I'm a creative, so I understand the amount of work, the amount of energy, the amount of effort, the amount of dedication, the amount of sacrifice, the amount of brokenness, the amount of empty box, like the amount.
Emphasis on the brokenness.
I understand, and because I can understand that, I can honestly say I kind of have an idea what people like you go through, on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You are creatives, and I'm so excited to have you on with me this evening. So welcome to the show, Shama.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to be here, honestly. I checking like when you asked me to come on board, and I was like, it took you long enough. Bon Dieu, bon Dieu.
You're waiting, man.
If I was waiting.
But everything has to happen when it
In
has to
time.
happen.
In time.
No, when it has to happen. The other day I messaged somebody and I said to them, I want you on the show, but not yet. Don't think I don't want you on the show. I have everything I feel is very specific. And it's so specific because when you actually thought about it, you realize that you are having something special too, right?
Yeah.
So this is a special for both of us, right?
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you could join us here. You could join me on the show, and you could share your story. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. And I know all of the folks who probably don't know who you are. Some because there are a lot of people on my show, on my live, right? So folks are coming on. I want to see. Let me just see the folks on YouTube. OJ, I forget the people on YouTube. My YouTube people, Tamara, Telemark, I see you. Jade, Dennis Ogis, I see y'all. Jael Solomon, D Queen D, I see y'all. Thank you very much for joining, and I want to big you guys up. But Shama, some people might be coming on and they might be saying, "Me, Kineki Shama, who is Shama? Like, who is this guy? Where he come out? What makes Jael think that she can put somebody? Who is that person? Shama, tell me a little bit about you. Where were you born? Where in Dominica are you from?"
Well, as you just said, my full name is Shammah Laurent. I'm from Salisbury. I born and raised. Well, I'm actually. Should I say my age?
You don't have to say your age. They don't have to know.
Okay, okay. Because I don't want to give away the illusion. Because
Only illusion, way.
yes. Although the sheep blood giving it away now, but let's just keep it like that.
Why you think I blonde? No bastard.
But yes, I was born and raised in Salisbury. I actually started. I was always artistic, basically, growing up. Especially, I have siblings. I have other siblings, but they're not as artistic as I am. No, well, only one parent of mine is on the artistic side, and which is my father, and he was a musician, right? But my mother, she can't do nothing except cook, which is and she cooking really good. So I guess that is her. That is her for art
That's
form.
nothing.
Yeah, that's her thing. So no one really was there to like guide me with the kind of things that I was always interested in. Growing up, I was always like, fascinated by fashion and costumes, and especially the Victoria's Secret fashion show. That is a staple in, I should say, my entire, thing. Because growing up, I used to see like Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. What's her name again? The blonde one. Yes, Giselle, and all of them. Heidi Klum on the stage, and what they used to be wearing from Victoria's Secret. Then they incorporated like the big wings and all of that. And I was like, don't tell me all the vola in Carnival. So if so if all you can do that, then that means everybody's technically into the whole carnival scene and so on. And growing up, like I said, I've
You
always
know what? When you say it does really look like they volley carnival.
yes, it
Because
does.
they had the big wings and
Mm,
all of the wings were actually adorned differently, so it wasn't always angel wings, right?
exactly,
Mm,
exactly. And they're using different shapes and different colors now, not just like the traditional angel, white angel or
yes,
pink angel
yes.
wing. They kind of switch it up like how we do carnival costumes. So I was like, So all you can do that, ripping off my culture, my heritage, something that I was born into, and you think I'm not going to do it too? So I was like, that could actually be a really good avenue, especially seeing
Wait,
that.
let's not. We're going too deep, too fast. Oh, yo, you too fast. Wait, wait. I want to go back to your childhood days because you talk about being born and raised in Salisbury. Your parents raised you, or were you raised by someone else?
My mother,
Your mom raised you.
my
And what
mother was
was
a single parent.
I was about to ask, what was life like growing up in Salisbury? What was it like?
Hard. I don't go on lie for you. I should look at nothing on that show. Like it was hard.
What do you define hard as? Because somebody might say, like, like Joliet said, the country had like yam. Baba Ule. So was it like a Baba Ule, or was it like
Not that in the sense of like struggle, but like just trying to be myself and trying to explore in what I like, which is like basically like my art form. So like I would get teased, I would get laughed at. Children would not want to interfere with me. The same children that now coming to me asking me to do things for them. Oh, anyways, that's another story.
in a French shade? This is not the
But
jail shade show, right?
that's just me. That's how I just put up things. But yeah.
We're going
Anyway,
to have our own special shade,
right.
jail shade show. Where we show
But
shade.
right.
So you were teased essentially as a child growing up.
Yeah.
What about you was different that made people feel like that it was okay to tease you?
Because they felt like I was more attracted to girly things. Most of my friends obviously were girls because I could do stuff for them. I was like very artistic. Like I said, it actually started off with me sketching, right? So I still can sketch because before I do any type of costume or whatever the case is, I have to sketch it and create my mood board and the whole scenario. So sketching was actually my thing. No one taught me to sew. I didn't have any friends that were interested in the same things, especially boys. So they felt like that's a bit different for them, especially as children. Why would see like, oh, your boy, when you give him this stuff for me, and he was expecting to see a girl, right? Because he was expecting to see a girl, but then when my friend told him, oh, she will give it to him, he was like, he's a boy.
And he's so outspoken already. Trust me.
My friend tell me she lie down flat. She just start pass out laughing. She telling me, yes, it's a guy. He said, oh, okay, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. She said, that's okay. But like, the name, like you said, the name gave it away and stuff. So it's not his fault. But even that too, people felt like I had a girly name, but my name is actually unisex.
Yeah, Shammah.
Right? Yeah, it's actually unisex. And it's also Indian and Hebrew. It comes from the Bible. It was actually given to me by my aunt, Eunice Laurent. Shout out to my auntie. She should be online right now viewing. And yeah, but basically, yeah, essentially everyone thought I was, even my parents, because like my mother, as much as she wanted me to be myself and to like what I like and do what I do, she was still very afraid and still is technically very afraid of what people would say. Because doing this kind of thing, it's a very niche market, number one. And as a guy doing it, it doesn't seem normal
To society.
to society, especially in the Caribbean. But the thing that they don't recognize is that all the name brands that they're wearing, all the Lacoste, all the Dolce and Gabbana, the Versace, the Prada, all those Louis Vuitton, all those are men, all those are male designers, right? So whoever said that fashion or costume designing is a female thing, if you look at costume designers these days, all the guys are the ones killing the game right now. You barely even hear about female costume designers now, right? But they just, people will always be people, but I never let it stop me.
I guess that's how it is.
Tell me, my auntie Gilda and the same auntie Eunice. Shout out to Auntie Gilda, by the way, in the US, and Auntie Eunice in the US as well. They used to always tell me like, don't worry what people have to say. Moun ke parle, eve se parle yo ke parle. Yo pas sa fe rien. Sao ni say Sao.
Exactly.
You get
So
me?
I wanna go to your school days. Like where did you attend school? Where did you go to school? So did you just stay in Salisbury up until now? Like give me a little backstory on your school life so we kind of know. I mean, we're not gonna know your age, but we're gonna kind of know.
Well, I attended the Salisbury Primary School,
Mhm,
where I was still, like I said, very active in art and stuff. Because everyone knew me as the boy that could sketch, or the boy that was doing like those building things, quote unquote. But I I went to high school in St. Joseph. That's the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. So
mhm.
that's where I graduated and everything. Boy, I couldn't wait from to leave school.
Why?
Because I didn't like. I mean, I learned. I graduated with honors and everything, but I didn't like. Okay,
Wait,
how
wait,
should I
wait,
put
wait.
it?
Hold. I'm gonna make you process your thoughts because I think I know where you're going with that.
Mm.
So, you, because I think you are not the only one that when you grow up in the Caribbean, especially in Dominica, well, not just Dominica, in the Caribbean on a whole,
Mhm.
you'd find that when you get into high school, you're supposed to do sciences or business.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, you don't have
And
no,
that's it.
right? So if you don't like business, couple smoke your pipe.
That's it. I
You
tell
know, like
you.
sciences, that's it for you, the end.
Right.
So is that what contributed to you not liking school?
Yes, because I wanted to study art. I wanted to study fashion. I wanted to study stuff that could, like, nurture my skill. Because I was not only like doing like interested in those things. I've also been involved in music. A lot of
Hmm.
people who knew me even before like costume design and all of that knew that I was into music as a performer and singer, right?
Hmm.
And I even had to give that up because the support, I should say, wasn't even there. The support that I'm getting now for designing and like going all across the world, Miami, Atlanta, even England, just England, all around the Caribbean, designing costumes. I never was getting that kind of support when I did music, you know,
Wow. So you left high school, couldn't wait to get out, and where did
so
you
that
go?
I could, yeah, so I could actually pursue what I really wanted to do. Although I still knew that I had to get a job where I actually worked in marketing and advertising,
Hmm.
right? And
Was
hence
that,
why
was that
you,
when I met you?
yes.
So this guy comes up to me, talking to me about marketing days. And them days there, and just really nice conversation. You at the time you were working with Shammah's Home Decor.
Yeah,
Big up to
Mrs.
Miss Sham.
Abdullah.
Yes, yes. Such a lovely lady. And you came and you were speaking to me about the stuff that you wanted to do, and you always had that interest. So it was very I wasn't surprised when you started creating costumes, right? So tell me a little bit about what got you started on costumes.
Well, like I said, it was kind of always in my tradition, I should say, in my family, but not in the sense that they did it before.
Hmm.
It's just that my mother's side of the family was always involved in carnival, attending, jump up fed, that kind of thing. And even as a little boy, she used to also put me in like, like the parents and children costume band kind of thing. I don't know if you like in like every village kind of, especially on the West Coast, growing up in Salisbury. Salisbury had carnival, Mahu had carnival, St. Joe had carnival, but St. Joe still has, Salisbury still have, most of the places have. But like people back in the day, like in the 90s or like early 2000s, when I was little, like 6, 7, those kind of age, um, people didn't really used to go down to Roseau because like what's the point when we have everything here? So she used to always get me involved in whatever she was in. But
Hmm.
then, for like, when maybe like when I just started going to high school, like 13, 14, I started going to Roseau and
When you
started
come
seeing
out.
the, and yes, and I start seeing the even bigger things like the queen show costumes, the princess show costumes in person. I mean, I saw them on TV on mapping at the time, And when I saw them in person, I was like, all I was doing was there in it, scanning, like trying to understand the mechanics of how it is built or how it is
How it came
stabilized.
alive.
Yes, how they
Mhm.
actually brought it together. And then I said, yeah, I think I want to get into that.
So you decided, but you see, you can say you want to do it, but it's doing getting it done. You remember the very first costume you put together, and what was the experience like?
It was, oh my God, it was actually for a small pageant, a very small pageant that was taking place in Salisbury itself.
Mhm.
And a friend of mine said that, well, her team didn't have nobody who could actually build costume. There's no costume builders in Salisbury, like I told you.
Mhm.
But at the time, because they knew that I was into fashion and those kinds of things, they said, if you can help us and like just to design it and stuff, if you can possibly do it, like put it together, then by all means, we don't mind. And I was like, huh, why you want to do that? so, so yeah, and I put the sketch together and everything. They liked it, but it was something simple, small
So
backpack.
you now you're thinking back and you're saying probably saying to yourself, but what was I thinking? But but
like
but I mean that essentially got you started.
yeah,
So that I mean that put you out there where people would see your stuff. What are some of the challenges that you've faced? Getting into this. I say yes, costume building is very niche, but there's also it's very it's very time sensitive, so to speak. So
hmm,
there's only specific times that you really have an overflowing of work,
yeah,
right? What are some of the challenges that you face as a creative in Dominica trying to build costumes, create costumes, or just in general in terms of your life? What are some of the challenges you face?
not having access to the materials is one, like like on hand, because literally 80% of the materials that I use come from overseas suppliers. Like I have suppliers in the US, I have suppliers in China, I have suppliers in Brazil, um, all different parts of the world, right? And the only things I can I can actually get in Dominica, believe it or not, is wire and for you laughing. That is true. The only things I can get in Dominica is not even the fabric I usually. Okay, what you normally see in my costumes these days,
Yes,
like the types of fabrics that I use, is this spandex
yes.
is nice, glittery, shiny. Not even that I purchase here. I outsource my fabric here because as much as I can maybe use something that is from here, from the fabric stores, it wouldn't give me the edge that I kind of want to set for myself, right? Because
Mhm,
when people see my work, people know it's mine.
mhm.
And that
We know it's yours, especially those queen contestants this year, looking 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 up. Let me tell you, we know it's yours. And big up. Wait, I too fast. Let's continue. I was getting too excited. I was
I
getting too
know.
excited. But I understand what you mean when you say that it's a challenge because not only do you have to send for it, you have to wait for it to come in.
And then you have to pay customs to play, which is another break your hand situation.
Let me tell you. So there's
Be-
no duty, nothing, nothing for a creator like you. Like there's nothing there for you to actually tap into because you technically need the fabric to create something
yeah,
that is probably going to be either exported or utilized.
yeah. So you see,
There's
but
a food for thought. There, I mean, something should be done. I think something should
yes,
be done, especially because it's raw material. It is
yeah, it
technically
is.
raw
Yeah,
material, in the sense that you're using to create. So that can be a bit because with shipping or with waiting to get things shipped to you can also be. Let me tell you, I waiting for something and I I know I'm not gonna get it for when I want
yeah,
it
yeah, man.
because it can fluctuate. Again,
Yes.
a lot of things, a lot of factors, it gets delayed in, in one from one country to the next, especially if it's coming from China,
Oh,
and anything can happen. Sometimes you think you order something and when it reach you realize.
that's why I like to order or purchase my items in person. So when I travel, I go to some of my suppliers who actually have the retail stores, not just the wholesale, and it's actually much easier that way because you can actually see what you're going to get.
But
You
that
know,
means, wouldn't that mean, Shama, that you're now buying raw material for work that you probably don't even have?
well, yes and no.
Okay.
Because at the same time I would be buying for projects that I'm currently working on or
Mm-hmm.
about to work on,
Mm-hmm.
and just having some stuff there just in case.
Mm.
Because
Somebody
in
said, somebody said on the live, I just wanted to plug that in. Clyde Gregoire is saying, through the cultural division, you should get some form of concession. Clyde, that is
oh,
a
I'm
really
glad
good
for you.
suggestion, but let me tell you, he has, yeah. Let me warn all you, he has, he gonna shake. Um, Shama, I know that even with getting concession, I think if you're going to implement something, like especially that's my thought process, right?
Mhm.
So people like you, band leaders, costume designers, at some point in time, like you see when Christmas when everybody gets in their barrel for $10,
Mhm.
there should be a concession where it's automatic that designers, builders, creators can bring in their raw material. I don't feel that you should have to go through a process, because once you have to go through a process, that is lane kane, and sometimes it does make you want to feel like
Exactly.
you're a beggar, like you
Exactly. And
actually
this
make,
doesn't beg.
right? So Clyde, thank you for the recommendation, the suggestion. But to be quite honest, I think it should be just something that is mandated at
Yeah.
that time of the year. Carnival is coming up in
And
two
these are
months,
things that we are going to be coming in and that we
right?
need.
So you recognize who are going to be shipping things, and you just give them a, I mean, you don't have to give them a complete break on it, but give them
Mhm.
some concessions so that they can bring in their raw materials to create. So I do get that challenge. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that with us, because
Of
some
course.
people think that you just do this, and you
Yeah.
just go abracadabra and a kazoo, and the costume
And
just go,
costume making, I'm glad. And me at making more money, Dominica, apparently.
you're rich. And that's
Yes.
another thing too, that once there's a demand for you, people feel that you're rich now, like
Mhm.
you're making plenty money, but they don't also realize that the money is at one time. So when you make money
Exactly.
carnival, you have to make it stretch until the next carnival that you're going to be
Until
making money,
whenever.
which is
And
whenever, right?
we have bills to pay, we have things to do.
Right,
and
right.
another
I,
thing,
I want to know something. What inspires your designs?
everything, every and anything. I could be outside walking and oh, like actually just the other day to be actually going to town on my way to town by the port area, right, in Goodwill. I actually saw those safari trucks, one of
Yes.
the safari trucks, right? It was packed there. I guess there was a cruise ship as well. And I just happened to see one of those safari trucks, and there was a nice ombre type design on there, right? And I just felt like that's a very interesting color scheme. Like the colors, they worked. They worked. I wouldn't say what it was because I don't want people to know, but but I
Ah,
was like,
we might see Jael wearing it.
what I did, I actually used the colors that I saw, for something that is going to be coming out next, like later this year.
Wow. Wow.
So just that alone gave me an
So just
idea.
existing
Yeah,
is your
yeah.
inspiration.
Sometimes I may see a tree and the way that the tree is shaped or whatever, I'd be like, huh, that's an interesting shape, and I wonder if it can work with, whatever I'm trying to do, or especially when conceptualizing. Because in this industry as well, you have to try to be as unique as possible. You don't want
Mhm.
people to see that you're ripping off somebody else's work, and that can happen even unexpectedly.
Unexpected, or
Yeah,
even not unknowingly as well.
yeah. Yeah, because there are some there. I'm going to give you a little story quick. There are sketches like that I have, like like musicians, we we tend to just write songs whenever it come in our head.
Mm-hmm. And
Artists
yes,
and
somebody said,
designers are the same thing.
yes.
So there are times when I would just start, something comes in my head, I just start sketching, boom, somebody from Trinidad do the same design.
Let me tell you, let me tell you, we, speaking of my friend Anne, who's also on the live, a couple years ago, just around after COVID, we did a photo shoot. I don't know if you remember seeing it, to the green,
Hmm.
right? Photos dropped, and the day after, Vogue front page was the
Same
same,
thing.
like the
Same
same
thing.
design. And to
I'm
the point
telling
where
you.
they were like, they actually tagged me. They were like, oh my God, because it was just crazy that you could, it could happen because people could just
Yeah.
be thinking at the same time about the same thing. And that is, and which is why it's so important when things like that happen to try to collaborate, because collaborating can be better in the sense
Yeah.
that you're not looking like you're trying to, we're not competing. We've already
Right.
established that we're both thinking about the same thing at the same time. Nobody ripped each other's work.
Exactly.
Let's collaborate, because I believe that it will go even further if you do. So
Yeah.
that's really super cool. So I want to commend you on the work that you did for the 2024 Carnival Queen. The pictures that launched over the last couple of weeks. I mean, the pictures have been posted everywhere. I want to be
Everywhere. Yeah.
by Nigel on the majority. That's a solution page that has hundreds of thousands of followers, and he just recently shared your pictures on the, well, the pic, I say your pictures because c'est costume, oh. C'est swimsuit qui tient l'air, right?
Well, yes.
And gorgeous. Um, how did you decide what would go with who, or was it
Well,
their decision?
the thing is, I gave each one of them at the meeting, in meeting each one of them at the at DFC. I said, before I actually even color the sketch that I presented to DFC for them, which they loved anyway. They asked me, DFC asked me, are you going to do it in the same color? Is everybody going to have the same color, or are you going to do like what, 6 different variations of that same thing? I said no. I'm actually going to let them choose their colors, whichever that they feel comfortable in wearing. So everybody has a color that they, can work with. So nobody will actually have the same color. And there's so many colors to choose from. So what
Mhm.
I did was I said, but the second thing, I'm not going to keep it just as a plain color, like plain blue. I said I'm going to add a little accent to it, which is the orange.
Mm.
So I said the accent color will be orange. However, you guys can choose any of these other, like 6, 7. I actually got 7 because I gave them an extra option just in case somebody, right. So and everyone chose green, one chose blue, one chose yellow, one chose you know,
Yeah.
everybody had their purple, everybody had their thing, and it worked. And each individual color worked with the orange. And
Mhm.
even the organizers at DFC was like, wow, they were not expecting that. Because people wouldn't think orange might work with, usually
Mhm.
people would say black going with everything, white going with everything, but orange can too.
Shammah, I just really want to big you up because you've done such wonderful work. You've done work all over the Caribbean. So tell us a little bit about all of the different countries that your costumes have been represented. Because look at him blushing. That's why you have that hair.
Me never
Let us know of some of the countries, some of the bands, the carnival bands that you've collaborated with and designed costumes for them, both in Dominica and
and
abroad.
overseas.
Yeah.
Well, it actually started, I should say, my designing, you know, the whole vibe actually started in Barbados.
Wow.
Right. And after, and I was actually working with the Cosa
Wow.
Barbados.
Uh-huh.
And then I went to do production and work with Crave the band, which is actually one of the
Biggest
biggest
band.
bands in Barbados. And for some reason, one day I was here in Dominica, and I just got a DM on Instagram, and when I saw the message, I seen Crave the Band send you a message. I was like, Crave the Band send me a message.
Stop.
I said, keep it there. I say, okay. I open the message. I am seeing that they're saying, like, the owner messaged me, Tracy. Shout out to Tracy, by the way. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to work with you guys. She messaged me through Instagram and she was like, oh, we've been watching you for a while. We've been watching you for a while, and your work is very clean and very neat, and it fits our aesthetic and so on and so forth. And we would like to bring you on board our team. But we'd also like to know if you're currently working with any bands for proposal. I said no. I said no. I said no. I don't give nobody. I said no. I free. One time we started scheduling stuff, and then I flew in for crop over and started working, and then the rest was history. And then from there, Dominicans, I guess, started seeing my name pop up, or people started sharing, and that kind of thing. And that is when, they started, well, I wouldn't say they, but most people started paying interest in me. But
They always, what they say, a man is never a thing in his own country. What is the saying? Let me tell you. They just press me to, so I know how you're feeling.
Exactly.
But, why she say they just try to press me, but they don't know it's us dollars I just deal in. So if they figure I work with them, if they figure I work with them, easy, right? And it's us dollars I work in mobile level, yo. So
Exactly.
so I always have more toujours work. Like I always have work. So, and that's what people don't understand. When you're good at what you're good at, you're always going to have work. And it's so commendable that a big band like Crave could reach out to you. They could see your value. They could really rate you and take you on to do stuff. And you see, that's the thing I don't like with Dominicans, eh? When they see, that is when you the Dominican, and all the time you was like,
all of a
sudden, and they want to tag, they put in how much flag underneath it.
Yes. Cody, my cousin, all of us soft drink. All of us soft drink. Then all of a sudden you heavy now. Yeah. So, but there's another thing though. Even before that happened, right? The first band that I ever worked with in Dominica is Amnesia. And that's with Melissa Skerritt. So I would always say thank you to the Honorable Mrs. Melissa Popon Skerritt, because she gave me my first opportunity to work in Dominica, because she didn't even know. It's my friends that actually
big up to the PMs. No, I shouldn't say the PM, because she's Melissa Skerritt. She's Melissa Skerritt.
Yeah, she has a name for
her own name, right?
Yeah.
I take that back. So big up to her. seeing your drive and seeing, because I do recall when you designed for the band, that year you designed. And you've gone on to other places. What have you gone on to?
I have been to St. Lucia. I worked in St. Lucia. I did Grenada. Right now. I did some Monday wears for Antigua. Where else? Where else I can tell you? St. Vincent. I actually just got a contract with Anguilla. I did Miami last year for the first time. I also did the UK for the first time with Hype Mass. Shout out to Hype Mass. That's my new family now. I actually cannot wait for people to actually see what we're going to present for Notting Hill Carnival this year, 2024. It's even me. I shook. Like, yeah. I check it like,
you shaking yourself.
Yeah, I check it like, boy, you not do that. What? I know.
Deadly.
Crazy. Yeah, I check it. No IFE. No, I believe in IFE. I check it like, me not do that. Wow. But yes, I also got the opportunity to do Atlanta Carnival where I'll be collaborating with Ecstasy Mass, which is found in Dominica by my friend. Ecstasy Mass is a section owner for Dominica's Carnival who has recently partnered with Pulse Experience. But those of you who most likely know where I work from know that I am the sole designer or the head designer for Pulse Experience. All the designs that you see
Listen, their
here,
designs are beautiful.
right?
Beautiful. I love the Creole. I love the way you incorporate the culture into the costumes because it feels very homey. You know,
Hmm.
it just makes, especially if you're a diaspora, I'm sometimes called. Um, Sometimes I embrace it and sometimes I don't. Right? It just makes you feel like, damn, that's my culture, that's my country, that's where I'm going. I love the different elements of it. So beautiful. Big up to Paul's. I love everything that they're doing. And big up to all of the bands that you've worked with,
Yeah,
for giving you that shot, to
yeah. Because if it wasn't, honestly, if it wasn't for even Pulse as well, like giving me a shot after I worked with Amnesia. After I worked with Amnesia, I only worked with Amnesia for a short period of time, and then I had to go to Jamaica to do some stuff in Jamaica for Jamaica's Carnival. So then, unfortunately, the time for me to had come back to do stuff for Amnesia, it was kind of clashing.
okay.
So yeah. So then I just went straight to Barbados, and then that was in 2018, and
Mhm,
then from while in Barbados, I got a call from my friend Sharayan Letang.
mhm.
Right, big up Sharayan Letang. She messaged me and said that, hey, I have a friend who's doing a costume band, and he's looking for a local designer, and I recommended you. And Sharayan is someone who's also supported me, like way back in like my music days when I used to perform and stuff like that. So she's always on top of what I'm doing and everything. So and like I said, I've literally just started getting into like the carnival industry as a designer. Most of the time, I would have been working in the background as a producer. So like I would actually be producing costumes for other bands or for other designers. But then I started in 2018-ish. That's when I said, you know what? It's time that I put my face out there and my brand. And yeah, and she introduced me to the owner, or the owners, I should say, of Paul's Experience. And that's where we started working together. And it's actually been 4 years now. Well, this year's carnival is going to be Paul's fourth year, right? That I've worked with them, and they
But
didn't
but
hire
it's
anybody
also,
else
but it's also going to be a special year for you.
for me, exactly, because now it's going to for me. I This year's carnival in Dominica, I will officially be celebrating my 5th year anniversary as a costume designer, as a sole costume designer. So,
Yay!
so this year, 2024, is a very, very big year for me personally. So expect to see a lot more. Like, I wouldn't say too much now, but as long as you follow my pages at Shammah Laurent, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you will see updates. So in
I don't want to ask. I want to ask what's next because I just say go and follow Shama.
Yes, go and follow me, and
Wait,
and,
no,
and turn your notifications on,
t- turn your
because yeah,
notifications on.
turn notifications on, because I'm just going to. You will see, they will see it, because it's not just one project. I have quite a few projects that I'm going to be putting out there for this year and moving forward, because it's a big year for me, and
Congratulations,
yeah, thank you,
congratulations to you.
and I've came so
Um,
far.
so happy for you. Happy for all what you've accomplished. I mean, you should be proud of yourself. You've definitely persevered, and you're shining. You're
Yeah,
shining bright, and it's commendable. One of the things I want to give you a little bit of advice. Don't forget to always try and bring somebody with you. When I say
yeah,
bring somebody, open the door for somebody else
yes. I will.
because a lot of times.
This is part of what I will also be doing as well,
Mhm.
because time after Carnival, so I will be making an announcement that I will be looking for a couple assistants, because the individuals, my friends, or persons that I've currently trained to work with me, they kind of have, they're getting older, they have other engagements, they have other responsibilities. So it's becoming a bit difficult for them to keep up with me, seeing that I do this full time and they have their regular day job, right? So that's another misconception as well. People think that I only do costumes during Dominica's Carnival. But truth and in fact, I work year round. From January to December, I'm making costumes and I'm traveling. So when people see me in town, hey, you Dominica then, because this month you would see me here, next week you don't see me. I'm somewhere else.
I want to big you up. You did a very lovely. I contacted you in like it wasn't even 48 hours. 48 hours. And I gave you my crazy idea, what I wanted to do. Those of you who don't know, I'm celebrating my 40th next month. So
Congratulations.
we're going to break the internet.
That's right.
We're going to break the internet. And too fashe kwashe, but we're going to break the internet. So get ready for them photos and videos when they drop hoes, because you're going to think I'm a hoe, but I don't care. Whoosh! Me never.
Whole life is still
Anywho,
life. Whole life is still life.
I
But
just want to
yes,
congratulate you. We're gonna be following you, Shammah. We gotta move on to the next interview, but we're gonna be following you. We're gonna be applauding you. I'm gonna be underneath everything, liking, sharing when I have to, and really showing support, because people don't even understand that's how you really show support sometimes to create
yeah.
it. Is
And
sharing their work when you see things posted. Share it on your story. Ipagatreo, you
And
know?
it doesn't even, you don't even have to pay for it, but yeah. Pay for it. It's just put the thing on, it's just 24 hours it stay,
Yes, yes.
that it doesn't hurt.
So I will do my part. Who don't want to do their part? As is that for you?
That is their
I will do
mistake.
my part. And when I see your stuff, I will share it. I will like it. I will let me tell you, I'm gonna give you a little secret. I only on social media when I do the number two. So if I share your thing, no jail take a kaka. That is the only time I'm on social. I post and I move on, or I do my show. Right?
You just see, yeah,
Lemon on the throne, Satu Selma. That is when I just be sharing. So I will definitely be supporting,
yeah,
and I wish you all the best. We're looking forward to seeing what's in store for you this year.
yeah.
I'm excited for you. Any final words? Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Of course, to every single person, like over the course of the years, who has supported me and supported my brand, which is, look the logo by the way, yeah? Shammah Laurent. Once you see that brand, just know it's me. To everybody who has been supporting me, sharing, I don't even know most of you, and all you just meet me in town and hail me, and I would be like, hey, what's up? But I just, because I know all you supporting, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. All you have no idea, because it's still you guys that help me to pursue my dream and to live, the way that and do the things that I want to do. Especially like people like my friends like Gemma Lewis at Outdoor World, Lil Sean, Malik, well, the two Maliks, I should say. Also, shout out to Hysteria Band, Mass, for giving me the opportunity to work with them this year and most likely moving forward, as well. Shout out to my mom, Afinia Elise. Shout out to my cousins, my siblings, Jade, I love you. Golda, mwah! Thank you for always being in my corner. Everybody that I cannot say everybody's name obviously because there's so much, but Kathy, Elas. Kathy, I can't. Yeah, Kathy is my rock right now. Like, yeah, I've been getting emotional right there. Just talking about my Kathy. You call her name when you just came on at first. Yeah, it's Kathy Samuel. Um, but yeah, just thank you everybody. I appreciate it. And look forward for more, because they no, no matter what they try to do, I still keep pushing. Mm. But thank you so much, Jael, as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, you kind of cut off though. I don't hear you. No, you just cut off now.
Oh, I hit my mute button by accident. I saw a shine hit my mute button by accident. But I just want to say, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you for being here with me. A lot of folks are on the live. I want to encourage you to go under the live. People have questions that we couldn't even answer because
I
the time is
know.
up. But go under the live and answer if you can answer. If you can't answer, whatever you have to say, show them some love because
I will.
people are watching. All right,
Yeah.
thanks, Shammah.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Bye
one.
bye. You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Listen, double dose, eh? Bon Dieu me make any voix après ça. Moi pick any voix après ça. Double dose, we're hitting you twice because we don't have enough days in the week. We're hitting you twice, back to back. We have as I told you guys, we have two amazing individuals. And we're coming up with the next amazing individual, let me tell you. And I know her since she's a little girl. Right? I know her since she's a little girl. She does feel like she big woman. She does feel like she's so big woman. I mean, I know her since she's a little girl, right? And it's just, I'm so excited to have her on. She's gonna be joining us. Let me just see who's on the live. Who's on the live right about now? Folks are on the live. Oh my God. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for sharing. I just want to remind you guys, thank you. Thank you for boy, one thing, people. Thank you. I hit the mute by accident. I just want to remind you guys to share the live. Remember, when you share the live, tag as many friends as you can because we're giving away at the end. Let me put on my cup for a second. We're giving this away at the end of the week. This is from Fresh Market Health, Beauty, and Cosmetics. You're getting a full size 100 ml. You getting that? Somebody will win that. Somebody will win a Lacoste Pour Femme, Pour Elle, right? Somebody will win that as well. Somebody will win mascara. Somebody will win let me get this stuff that people will win for all you to see what people are going to be able to win. There's a lot of stuff that you're gonna be able to win this Friday when we announce. So you qualify from today. You have to keep sharing the live every day we're on. So we're on today, tomorrow. I count in because some people might come on 2 nights alone and they might not ask me what I sell in tomorrow. Well, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow. Okay? All right, we're giving away. Let me show you. We're giving away. I have a plastic bag from Fresh Market. Garçon, we're giving away brow pomade. Let me tell you, I used to use this forever. Now I actually graduated to the pencil because I fool on myself. But I used to use this for the longest while. This, I'm a ride or die for this. Giving these away. Jig press on nails, Mozi Mokaba. We're giving away press on nails. These are really good, especially those of you who don't want to do nothing changes, but you want to look at like a pink penning. So many events happening on the, for the carnival, and you want to. We're giving away colored mascara. Fix It spray. Garçon, let me tell you, you cannot say you don't have makeups for carnival. No, you cannot say you don't have makeups, my girl. We're giving away lipsticks. We're giving away eyeliners. That is sakla. Full. I have another sack. I have another bag. We're giving away stuff. But, and I'm celebrating my 12K, my organic 12K followers. More pate pour taper yo. They just came and they followed me. All right. More pate, I did not buy followers. They came because they love me. They love my work. They love my content and they share my content. I didn't have to buy it. I didn't have to shake my pampalam. I didn't have to do nothing for it. Okay. Then just give them good content. And they came and I have 12K now. And I'm so grateful to all of you for being part of the family, for joining, for coming, for sharing, for commenting, for doing all of what you do, to keep my content going. Because without what all you do when all you share, all you tell companies like Fresh Market that I'm doing my job, right? That I'm doing my job and they can give me stuff to give all you. So I need share the live. My God, share them mugabazo. And every contract I sign, I always asking, what's in it for my followers? I always ask, what's in it for my followers? Because I have to give something back to my followers. Jig beard oil mocha giveaway. Jig beard oil. Okay, so all those of y'all who want to grow beards, you can qualify too. Okay? All right. We get in the show. We continue on the show. Let me close my container. Let's get ready to continue on with the show. We have another amazing individual coming through. Jessia, Queen to Queen, is coming through. Jessia has been doing my makeup for quite some time. When was the first time Jessia did my makeup? Why, Jessia, you remember COVID? What shit? If the police here now started coming and arrest us. But we won't be talking about that. Let's get into it. Jessia is here. Welcome, Jessia.
Hi.
Listen.
What's up, Jael?
Jessia, you remember COVID?
Girl, we cannot talk about that. That was under the table.
We're going straight to jail.
But we make it work though.
God, son, we were there. Listen, we're not getting into details. Welcome the lovely Queen to Queen Jessia Letang, who is joining us here from her beautiful studio, newly renovated studio. Hey, girl!
Big vibes.
Girl, you've come such a long way. I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much. From the living room to...
You remember that curtain?
Girl, don't do that.
Girl!
You're talking about the curtain, girl. We had curtain, we had backdrop, we had in my
Well, I was there from the curtain, eh?
Yes,
I was there from the curtain.
Yes.
Like, you look a separator, and let me tell you, you've come such a long way. I am so proud of you. Plus, you're gorgeous as hell. Always.
Don't make my head blow up now.
Guys, welcome. Show some love to Jessia, who's joining us right about Shady Live. Tag a friend. Let people know. Jessia, I was making a joke about knowing you since you're a little girl.
I hear you.
Because I do know you since you were a little girl. And now you big makeup artist. My girl, you come out to me.
We all outside. Jael, I still can't believe that you've known me as a child, I remember being so shocked when you told me. I was like, you know me as a child. But yeah,
I want to explain to you how I know you. Baker's Massive. Later, listen, Michael, your uncle drove me to school every day, right?
Too well.
So I knew you too well. And I remember, that was a spot we get mangoes from. Your family has a lot of land, and then not only that, but it's not just how important that time in my life was, but then fast forward, your dad used to bring you guys to my, and then his family to my shows, because of the amount of love that there is, the support. Your sister is a marvelous singer. She have to come on the show, but not yet. Not coming
up to one time.
Let me tell you. But Jessia, give us a little bit of, because people must be wondering who is this girl? Because you have a name on Instagram, on your personal page
Yeah.
about being let me tell you, she does look like a stallion, eh?
Island stallion.
Island stallion. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I, when I saw that, I had to like internalize that, and I was like, oh my God, she does. Like
It's
you
the
do have
height. It's
the
the
height,
height. It's the height.
the
So
height.
if y'all don't know, I'm 5'10". So when you see me, you see me. It's a height. Yes.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about you, about where you grew up, where you're from, your family. Let's get to know who Jessia is.
Okay, so full name Jessia Letang. I am 29 years old. I just celebrated my birthday on the 21st. So 30 is on the cuffs. This is the last year of my 20s. I am a makeup artist. I have been for 8 years. This year is going to give me 8 years. Mom, I've been raised in Goodwill. My dad is from Vegas, but I spent a lot of time in Vegas because daddy always wants us to be on that side in the roots. So look at you, my trend of thought.
You don't have to lose your. Don't worry about yourself. Don't worry. It's me not asking questions. Don't worry. I'll get your thoughts back and things.
Thank you, Jay.
Don't you worry. So okay, we
Mhm.
just had Shammah on, and you're a makeup artist, and I remember when I started doing makeup how
Mhm.
many years ago. It used to be $50. I would charge people $50 to do their makeup. Like, and it wasn't because it wasn't a thing. It was
Mm.
because it was only something that people really needed when it was a wedding.
Right.
So,
Special
special occasion like wedding. No, let me tell you, before a pan beat, everybody wants to get their makeup done.
makeup, full beater
Full beat.
and
Full
full.
beat.
Mhm.
Why did you decide to get into makeup? Why makeup?
Well, I was very encouraged. It wasn't something that I saw myself getting into at first. I remember sitting on YouTube. This was like 2016. I remember being very onto YouTube after school, after studying. It was definitely onto the computer, YouTube. Jackie Einer, Manny MUA, Patrick Starr, um, what's his boy's name? James Charles, and just being so impressed with how they translate things and use makeup to change their entire appearance. And I started putting onto my Christmas wish list. I want makeup. I want Morphe. I want Anastasia Beverly Hills. I want at that time it was BH Cosmetics, the palettes with like 120 colors. I was like, boy, I want that because I just want to play in makeup.
Mhm.
So I started on myself, and I practice. And then I had a couple friends who was like, try something on me now. I want to, you looking like you know what you're doing. Put something on me. And I did. Some friends came, they wanted makeup for graduation. I did their makeup for graduation. It was, if I look at the pictures now, and it was a little questionable, but it was satisfactory for them. And it was Valda Henry who saw some of the work that I did on my mom and my friends, and she was like, why don't you do makeup professionally? Why don't you do makeup for the queen contestants? You have the potential to get to that point. And I was like, I don't see myself being that good. And I didn't see myself having the amount of tools and products that I needed to offer my services professionally anyway. But I mean, I gathered the things that I needed piece by piece. I started off at my $50. So you mentioned the $50. I started off at my $50, getting money and collecting capital from to start off. And that's where it started in Jael until I started really pulling some clients and charging, going up in price and going up in price and getting more of the things that I needed. And we're here today.
Hey,
Queen Artistry.
we queen to queen. We're gonna talk a little bit about where you got that name, where that name came from.
Mhm.
But I kind of want to get an understanding as to what did your family have to say about you and makeup, because I know growing up in Dominica, a lot of times when we tell I'm gonna give you a true story.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I was supposed to be was a dentist. Okay, people don't even know that I was supposed to be a dentist, and that wasn't working out for me. That's a story. That's a story on its own. That wasn't working out for me.
That's a story time.
And I decided I was going to go to school to do medical aesthetics. So I
Mm-hmm.
switched over and I went to do medical aesthetics. And I remember calling my father in Dominica and saying, "Oh, I'm doing medical. You know, you try to put the medical, you're trying to let go the medical hard. I'm doing
Yeah.
medical aesthetics, and whatever." And
Drag
he
out.
goes,
Uh-huh.
what is that? So I say, well, so essentially I'll be doing aesthetics, but then once I've completed the basic, which is manicures, pedicures, waxing, Brazilian, makeup. Then I'll be doing LLPs, Vela Smooth, laser hair removal, electrolysis, that sort of stuff, right? And let me tell you, I tell my father all that. And my father says, "You going to clean people food for a living?" That was his response,
Ah,
right? You're
can
going to
imagine.
clean people. Like he don't hear the medical, he don't hear the Vela Smooth. And let me tell you, these things cost so much
So
money
much
now,
money.
right? He don't hear all that. All
No.
he hear is the manicures, the pedicures, and the waxing at the start. That stay in his ears, and he come back and he tell me, "You want to clean people food for a living?" How did your family receive you deciding their young daughter, pretty 5'10", deciding that she's going to become a full-time makeup artist? How did they receive that?
So I can you talking about being a dentist, and I can remember my first career day in primary school, dressed up as a lawyer, because on my mom's side, her brother and his entire family lawyers, and then and her sisters nurses, and my dad was so happy. My big ambition, she wants to be a lawyer. Then I go to high school, I wanted to be a doctor. Oh, he's so happy, he's so proud. I go into business when I went to college, and I did hospitality. And when I left college, I started doing cheesecake. So it's like there was a journey. They were like, okay, I can definitely see her being an entrepreneur. But nobody really felt like I had interest in makeup, because really, honestly, truly, I didn't. I used to see Liam putting makeup on her face to go everywhere. And I used to be like, my girl, you don't need all that. Why are you doing all of this? So when my father only recently kind of caught a grasp of what it is I'm doing. If you all don't know, I have been raised Adventist.
Then this
I
that
have
I'm
to
gonna get
stamp
into
it.
that.
I have to stamp it like that, because if you don't know,
You don't know.
Adventist, I wouldn't say plain jeans, but there's a lot of simplicity to the religion in terms of appearance. They do not put a lot of emphasis on vanity, which is, quite frankly, see the big mirror? It's quite frankly what I am based on. What I enhance the vainness in my clients. So it's not on my dad's side, it kind of is frowned upon. On my mom's side, very encouraged, very supported. My aunts would send me lipsticks. A lot of the MAC lipsticks that I have, my aunts sent me a lot of them, reds, pinks, palettes, brushes. They would just shower me with the supports that I need for makeup. But on the dad side, they are very, very strict. So it's kind of easing them into it. I recently, when my dad came and he saw the new space, he's like, okay, so you this is big. This is you doing something.
You making money?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it is
Wow.
something that they didn't necessarily think that could have been this lucrative. So it's nice to prove them wrong. I like that I can definitely smile and smoke a bit at that. That I could tell you all, yeah, I'm doing makeup and you all didn't believe me. Well, let me prove all you. I can make it work.
Well, you're definitely making it work because you're not just a show or a wedding makeup artist. You've also worked on the Queen contestants. You worked on the late Fidina Frampton.
She loved her queen to queen.
She, she loved her Queen to Queen.
To queen. But
Listen, listen, and you really know how to emphasize what is necessary without letting the necessary occur. Yep, I
yeah.
feel like a J. I feel like a little Jay-Z.
Jumpers,
What are you
jumpers,
talking about? Hello, hello.
jumpers.
Listen, so I have seen, your work it has not changed drastically. It has just evolved in a very clean way. The way you do stuff, it's just beautiful. I remember the first time you worked on me, and I always tell people I love the way Jessia does my eyebrows. So, like, I've gone to many different makeup artists in Dominic. I love them all.
Mm-hmm.
I try my best to support a lot of the different makeup artists. So if I do a shoot in Portsmouth, I'll go to a makeup artist in Portsmouth. If I do it, I always try and utilize. Not that I cannot do my makeup, I can do my makeup, but it's just good to have somebody else just sit down and let somebody do it for you
Yes,
and
yes.
whatever. And I've seen, like, my brows used to be, when you first did my brows, it was good, but now my brows are good.
Good.
Like like
Good,
you
good.
really, even in our last photo shoot, which we break in the internet about, we're not even talking about that.
I wish you could drop a teaser because
We're not
you're gonna
we're
love
not
this.
we're not the birthday not rich yet. Even in our latest, you knew
Mhm,
what to do, when to break down things, when to build on things, when, even for my brows, because there's certain ways that I like my brows a certain width, but
mhm,
for certain shoots, you have to make it. And what I'm going getting into is, how do you how are you able to get your creative process across when you're doing faces, because you get new clients who come
mhm.
and they'll sit in front of you and they'll say, I want that. That is what I want to look like, right? How
Mhm.
does that, how does your what goes through your mind? Take
It,
us.
it's definitely a process. I would like to say there's a consultation. Once you sit in my chair, it doesn't seem like a consultation where I pull out my pen and paper or my iPad and I start jotting down points and asking you really intricate questions. But there's a consultation. I get to feel your vibe. You show me a picture as to what you want. And I ask questions like, what are you wearing? Where are you going? What time of day? What kind of vibe? What do you like? Show me some pictures of how you typically do your makeup, if that person does do their makeup.
Mhm.
And I try to elevate the look that they would typically do on themselves, but not take away from who they are. Try to give them a bit of what this is that they want, but still keep them looking like themselves. What I like looking up to celebrity makeup artists. So when I have a client leaving my chair, I like them looking like they're going on a runway or they're going off for a pageant. I
For the
want it,
gods.
I want it to look like clean celebrity makeup. Like if you've ever seen the work of Sir John, who is one of Beyonce's makeup artists, I used to love looking at his YouTube tutorials and how he does the face. So I know, like when we did your makeup, you told me you wanted a shorter brow. You put me onto something there, because
Girl,
I
because for certain look, I mean, this is something that, because I went to school for makeup artistry, so I understand drawing faces and all of that. I'm not an artist, but I
Mhm,
knew how to, like, draw faces. And I'm not big on doing makeup on myself. I just believe in just having a clean look. But
mhm,
I know when I want something, how to express what I want, right? So when I said to you, I want my brows short
So,
because it will make my face longer because of what we're trying. Because I have a little chubby wubby face, which
right. And it definitely made a difference when I clip it a bit shorter with the concealer.
yes, yes.
Definitely made a difference. So it is something that I wish some people would have gotten to it, but they shave the tail of the
Yes,
brow,
yes,
because man, I would love to play with bringing the eyebrows up to the temples. But
yes.
it's nice to see how you can transform a person's look by playing around with colors and shades and how you angle a brow, or how where you place the contour, where you place the blush, even where you place your highlights.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a matter of the consultation, just feeling in what exactly the client wants, what exactly they want to look like, and then bringing the artistry forward.
I was super proud of you when I said to you that I'm going from this look to that look.
Mm.
And you were able to like say, okay, so I'm like, we don't have to do the full face, but we're gonna have to change certain things and whatever. And you were like, okay, I know what. And you
Mhm.
immediately got it. And even when we did one specific, you're like, oh my God, I've never done this before. And it was
No,
like, yeah, I
I
love that you
like,
take instructions and you on because in that phase I was the client, but I also knew what I wanted. Because sometimes some clients come and they don't really know what they want, right? But I knew what I wanted, and you were able to use that and really make the process so easy. We were in and out onto the shoot in less than no time.
it was our talking that keep us so long. It was our conversations. Was our
Hey,
conversations. If we'd be in and out in a jiff, but I
yes.
was it's the experience with Queen Show. I don't know if anybody would know what happens backstage of a Queen Show.
Give us some tea. Where my cup of tea? My Black Island
So
girl.
so when you have a contestant for a pageant, and you would start them off with a base face that is for their introductory round.
Mhm.
And when I have contestants that I solely work with, or even if I work with multiple contestants, I like to know what looks they're going to be doing for each round. And so we start with the base face, and I like to build on my look. I really like taking a wipe and removing everything that's
Just
there.
remove the
It's
base.
too much work. It's way too much work. You don't have that much time in between rounds. You probably have 10 to 15 minutes with each contestant, and not even a lot in
Mhm.
between rounds. So if I have a I have them come in usually for the introductory round. They're in plain or uniformed outfits for the first round. Keep it nice and neutral to start. Next round is probably talents or swimwear.
Which
We
might
add
not
a
need them.
little, we add a little more shimmer. We play around, make it a little more playful, a little more colorful. Nice bright lip. The lip is definitely something you can swap out. So when we were doing your shoot, you told me neutrals. We do the neutrals first, and then we add on some depth for the next. I trying to say it without saying
Be
it.
quiet.
But
Silence. I kill you.
by the time for a pageant, by the time you get to evening wear, that is the most glam look you will see on a contestant for the night. So
Mhm.
we want depth in the eye, we want sparkle, we want a nice pronounced contour, lip nice and bright and bold, but still the base face is definitely still there. You just adding depth, and adding color and building on it.
Tell me what it is like working with, so many different um quote unquote Dominican celebrities like Fadina. What is it? I don't want to put myself in the category, even though some people might say I am.
Wow.
But what is it like working with these people? Because I know when Dion came out with Image magazine,
Yes.
you got to work with all of the beautiful faces that adorned the magazine page. in different rounds because you were her official Queen to Queen became her official makeup artist. What was that like? That process like?
It's so nice to meet people who can introduce me to other people like that. It's definitely a lot of big personalities and a lot of different styles. I remember working with Wanda for Image Magazine, and I remember this specific shoot. It was Leandra, Wanda,
J
and
Jody.
and Jody. Three completely different styles, three different personalities, and it was just so nice being in a room with all these inspiring entrepreneurs in Dominica. It's a nice network. So I like networking while I work, having a nice little chat, asking questions about how they do things, getting to meet more. Losing my train of thought again.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I always refer you, like whenever anybody, I have my top three. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I have my top three hands down. But I also have because I think when people tell me what they're looking for, I know who
Mm-hmm.
to call based on what they're looking for, right? And I remember when I spoke to when because Patsy's road manager is my very good friend, and they were like, "We're coming to Dominica." I'm like, "Just yeah," like she's like,
That was so huge.
and things. So
That was.
and I mean now she goes with her makeup artist, who's another friend of mine. That is Toya.
Mm-hmm.
But now she travels with her makeup artist. But you've gotten to do so many different people, and a lot of it is through connections, through people knowing people, and also you do share quite a bit of your work online. I wanna kind of get an understanding of how do you stay up to date, because the beauty industry changes all the time. Like I know gone are the days. Okay, those of us on the live, all you, those of all you on the live, I talking to all of us, including myself. Gone are the days when you used to put blush on top. Now then people putting blush on the
Mm-hmm.
blush not going
Under,
on
they call
top
it
anymore.
underpainting.
Listen, blush going on the. You have to put it in a way that when you how do you stay up to date with all of these changes?
Well, I can say that I like sitting down, dedicating some time to sitting down on social media and on YouTube and just looking at the trends. And with the makeup artists that I follow, I like as much as I will follow local makeup artists and regional makeup artists, but I like being very in tune with those that are international because they develop the trends, they definitely push them out there. So I like seeing what's coming out as it is. And then
Mhm.
also I have a little sister, big up Esther.
Hey, one time.
She's also my assistant at Queen to Queen. So she will see something and she will, especially with my content on social media, she will send me something and be like, "Hey, Jesse, you need to jump on this and make a video. This song is trending, and this transition is trending. Let's do this." And so this is how Queen to Queen stays up to date. If social media is a thing for you, and I think it should, if you're a professional in this day and age, find some time. Just see what's on there. Run a search engine. See what's on there. See what's trending, and hop on it. That's one of the ways you yourself can become discovered when you are on a trend, because
Yes,
people are looking.
people are definitely looking.
People are looking.
I want to know which looks do you like creating the most? Like between event makeup, wedding, carnival, photo shoot, video shoots. What is your top or your favorite?
So I will say, if anybody knows Queen to Queen's brand and signature look, a soft glam. A soft. I will say there was a time when I liked the full glam, and you would see me doing these very creative looks, and people have been like, "Jesse, you should get back to that." So I remember doing what's her name, Violet from from oh my God, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes,
And
yes.
during COVID, just doing all these creative looks out of boredom, but a
Mhm.
soft glam on for pageant makeup. Just it's the right balance of I don't want to use the word heavy, but it's a lot of makeup. When you see like what I'm wearing now, I love creating
Because
looks
it
that
looks
just look like
natural,
it just
but
looks like skin, but it's a lot of glam and it photographs very well. Love to see looks like this photographed because a lot of the time you do a lot on the eyes where you have a lot of graphic liner, you have a lot of going on. It's hardly seen. So I feel like with looks like this, the beauty of the makeup and the muse who would be the clients just
Mhm.
comes through. So a soft glam, soft pageant glam for me.
What is it like, Jessia, for you being a makeup artist in Dominica or in the Caribbean? What is that like for you?
Well, I will say I wouldn't say it's seasonal, but it's seasonal. We will find our peak seasons being Carnival and Independence time. And in the States or internationally, you will hear people speaking of there's a bridal season. I don't feel like it's that prominent here in Dominica where we have a bridal season, like a spring bridal season or a winter bridal season. But it's definitely somewhat mostly seasonal where we have peak seasons.
Do you, as a result of that, do you find that you face challenges, like even financial challenges, like even trying to stay up to date with everything that you have to do for a regular, to run a regular business when there's an off season?
I feel like it's a matter of adapting and thinking quick on your feet. In down seasons, you definitely there are. I mean, there's less traffic coming into your chair, but there's definitely more time for you to focus on other things, plan content, um, organize, deep clean, run a special, run a promo, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yes, there's challenges, but it's a matter of you just have to think fast. Think fast.
You've been doing, I know this is kind of off topic of makeup, but you do a lot of influencer work in terms of, I saw you during COVID doing your, when you went on the different trails, you went to explore, you went studying the blue, you were exploring
I
Dominica,
love,
and
yeah.
then you had these photos, these photos where you're showing body, and because you are tall, like most people don't know how tall you are, and when you on the waterfalls with your water falling on your body, and sometimes you get quite a bit of views and hits and engagement from these videos. And when you talk about like shooting content, is that what you refer to it as? That's what you kind of do on your off time, or is that something that you just do because you just love to do it?
It's a bit of both. I definitely love being outdoors. I love a good adventure. Man, do I love a good waterfall. And it's kind of, I am big on fitness. So it's another way of me working the body without working the body. So yeah, that's another way that I get to use my downtime. If I am not working on clients, I'm definitely out on a hike or at the gym. Anybody who knows me knows Jessia will find herself at a waterfall, or I've picked up paddleboarding at Superior Outdoor Center, big up West Under team.
Wow.
So and I love Dominica. It's without a doubt that I do. We have a lot of things here too, a lot of activities that people can definitely engage in.
Mm,
And I remember back in during COVID days, that was definitely something Josie and I wanted to put out there. A lot of
mhm,
people see Dominica as boring
mhm,
because we don't have a nightlife, but
mhm.
there are definitely things to do. So I have made it one of my goals. Do everything that Dominica has to do. Especially before, if I do plan on migrating, every single thing that Dominica has to do, Jesse will definitely have it done. I will be an honorary Dominican
By the time
by the
that
time.
that, that is awesome. Jessia, you've done the queens. You were part of the team doing makeup for their grand shoot. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the reveal, I should say.
Yes.
What was it like working on different faces for a shoot that essentially kind of sets the pace for what's to come? What is it like working with them when you have to think of that? They, yes, they may call themselves a sisterhood, but
Mm-hmm.
they're all fighting and competing for that one crown. What is it like choosing a look for each individual person, and what was that process like?
It's quite similar. So I will tell you, it's quite similar to like when I have a consultation with my clients when they're in the chair. It's hectic to start. It's very early mornings for these shoots. I'm talking leaving your bed at 3 a.m. in the morning and getting ready to leave town at 5 a.m. Although we hardly ever get to leave at 5 a.m., but leaving town at 5 a.m. But it's consultations in a brief conversation. I need to know what you're wearing. I know some of the girls from beforehand, so I know their vibe. I know their personality. I know the kind of character that they have. I know how they portray their makeup, and it's giving them that and giving them glam and putting their best foot forward. As much as everybody is fighting for the crown, there's everybody's getting glammed out. Your best foot forward. When you see queen to queen, you're going to know this is queen to queen.
Shutting it down.
Shutting it down for real.
You mentioned migrating. Now, I see you, I looking on the outside, see
Mm-hmm.
you being so successful in Dominica. Success in Dominica is not for everyone. And you've grown, like we started, what we spoke about from the start. You've grown from the curtain to now an entire studio. And now you mentioned migrating. What does that look like?
Well,
Migration.
it Dominica is one of the places that I feel we can be a little slow. Things don't pick up as fast paced as others. So I would say certain trends, even getting into makeup is not something that we have people are not picking up.
Mhm.
I
Or
have
slower to pick up, a lot slower to pick
Yeah,
up.
I've spoken to makeup artists in other countries and they people are getting makeup done every day just to go to work. And that's not something that Dominicans will necessarily do. The economy is definitely different here than others. But I think in order for me to get to the audience that I really want to reach, I'm talking doing traveling, doing weddings, and possibly doing celebrities. Dominica might not be the best stage for me to be on. So I feel sometimes there's definitely a push and pull where I feel like I could be further somewhere else with my craft, but then I definitely want to stay here and help make it what it can be here.
So that means, and I'm hearing what I'm hearing is that that means we need to pick up the pace, and more people need to come see Jessia to get makeup done. More people need to get married. More people need to, more people need
Boy, we sounding like the PM and make make
to make
baby
babies.
make babies, get married. Why
More
y'all
people
doing
need
it?
to, because we need to pick up the pace. Or the flip side of it, we just probably need one person to blow up and become a celebrity and have their makeup artist with them, right? I mean
Stop.
that is another option too, right?
Right.
Right. Jessia, what do you see? I know you're gonna be on the road for, because you're part of a carnival hub
Mm-hmm.
that is happening over the season. You're gonna also be doing a lot of makeup for a lot of folks who are gonna be in costume. Shoot, I couldn't even get an appointment with you for crying out loud. Like that's how booked and busy you is, right? What can we see from you over the next year? Because we are at the start of the year for the next 12, 11 months. What can we expect from queen to queen over the next couple of months?
Well, I know a lot of people have been on my back, just like that, for makeup classes. And guys, it is coming this year. I have been in conversations with my pal rep, and it's something that we want to introduce first to the constituency of Roseau North, and then beyond your one-on-ones.
Make sure there's no exclusions, eh? Because
No,
sometimes they like to pick only who they want to pick. So make sure it's inclusive for all.
I will do my best
I'm just
to
making sure that I say
I
that.
do my best to ensure, but the one-on-ones, the master class to other makeup artists who want to elevate their skill and their artistry, it's definitely coming this year. Definitely coming this year. I am getting into my influencer bag and content creating for my makeup business. I know you all have seen it for my personal brand, but it's coming for Queen to Queen as well.
I want to wish you all the best. I mean, I'm excited to see how you've grown. You know, whenever we meet up and you're doing my makeup, it always becomes a, a class in something, a talking about a something and whatever. You know, as you know, I'm always happy to share ideas and to speak to you and encourage you. You know, because sometimes people see you doing things and they don't realize that there's a lot of hard work that goes into getting you to where you are. And it's not just hard work, it's also a lot of money. You invest in a lot of product because every face is not the same, so you must have a shade probably for every face. I mean,
Like,
right?
ah,
And they
it's
ain't
like
cheap.
I'm retailing.
They ain't cheap, right? so
Yeah,
so
not
so so you've invested in those things, and I am encouraged that you've grown so well. You can, and you stay humble. You still so sweet. When I come, we still talk all little shit, you know, like you still such a lovely person. And I want to commend you on what you're doing. And don't make your head get big, because you will get there.
oh
You will get there where your head can get big, eh? Trust me. I just always stay humble. You have a lot of people who love. I know for Dinah loved it
oh,
when you did your makeup. You know, I mean, I don't want to talk about me. You know, I just knew she just loved it. I remember when she started doing make your. She was, because she wasn't somebody that was into the scenes. I was like, girl, you cannot be going to an event and doing get your face down, even if it's what you're gonna
yes.
watch. Get your face done, you know. And so, because people look at some of us as if we're celebrities, so you want to kind of put your best foot for. Although, don't worry, sometimes I has been a rose with my slippers and my joggers looking well bombish.
Of course.
But you know, I appreciate what you've done and how you continue to elevate the makeup, because you wouldn't believe the amount of younger people who are looking at you, and they look at your stuff, and I'm sure they probably slide into your DMs. And but you know, sometimes Dominicans, they are West Pay me. They don't want to come and say, I really like what you do, and you really, but there are a lot of people that see your work and love what you do, and they aspire to have not just the gift that you have, but being so bold in making moves as an entrepreneur, to from going from a curtain to an entire studio where you have to pay probably a rent and mortgage and all of these different things, right? So I want to really commend you. I know you're going to face challenges, but I know you have a really good support system that really got your back, and I love to see the way you network, not just with other makeup artists, but with other creators, other creatives, because when they contact that person for a photo, they might say, "Oh, you're working with so and so, you're going to Jessia."
And
I
it's
know.
mutual. From the time somebody sits in my chair and they say they're gonna do a photo shoot, who you doing your shoot with?
Yes,
Who you
yes.
booking?
Yes. So I really love, how you guys have created a nice little niche for yourselves, and how you continue to really make us Dominican women look so beautiful and feel so beautiful. So thank you. Thank you for always
Thank,
understanding the assignment.
thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to my photos and my video when they drop.
Me,
I
I'm more looking forward than him. I cannot wait.
let me tell you, imagine I don't want the photographer, we're not calling name. The
Mm-mm.
photographer, I messaged him and I'm like, do you need me to provide you with anything? And he's like, but Holy Horse is not my girl. Like, I working on my thing. Hey, my thing is
Exactly. Calm
is
down.
his thing. Is his thing.
Calm down.
I just have to, I say, okay, my brother, bye.
And
See you after carnival.
that is
You
correct.
have to carnival. But Jessia, continue. I mean, a lot of folks are on the live. I want to encourage you to go and really go back to the live and comment and think. But Esther is saying Jessie was so beautiful. Oh my God. Your sister is your biggest fan. And you and your sisters remind me of me and my sisters, because we always like elevating each other and finding ways
Yes,
to really big up each other. Joanne Tweet or Tweet is saying, "Big up my girl."
that's my
Um,
mom.
oh, your mom's right there.
That's my
Regina Victorine is saying, "Big up." Stay blessed. Martha Laura. How can somebody reach out? Go on her page. You cannot. You cannot miss. So just share with people where they can find you,
yes.
so people can follow you. Yes, while I go through the live.
Let me see. What will I? Because as I'm on my phone, can I
You heard
switch?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So where can people find you if they're trying to schedule, or they want to book a consultation, or they probably just want to check out your pictures because they want to veil before they agree that they want to come to you?
If you want to book an appointment with Queen to Queen, definitely go through the links that are on my social media platforms. So this is on Instagram, this is on Facebook. You can find the link in my bio. Click the link and book your appointment through that platform. Guys, as I would love to accommodate everybody through messages on WhatsApp, but if I do so, then you miss reading the terms of service, which I really need you all to get through before you book. So ensure that you go through the link on my Instagram.
Say that for me. Oh.
You will message me. You will message me. If you want to view my work, I am more active on my Instagram platform and on my TikTok. You can find these links on my link tree. It's on my Instagram bio as well. So once you click the link that's in my bio, you will be taken to my link tree platform that has all my links to my different platforms on there. If you want, what else is there? If you want to book a consultation, drop me a message. My contact info is there as well.
Yes.
Guys,
Jessia, it was a pleasure having you
as
on with me.
well, thank you so much for having
I am
me.
so excited that you could come on and share. I know it was kind of like, I was like, "Hey, would you like to come on?" I was shocked that you agreed, you know. And I think this year is going to be so big for you, because I've seen you start off with a bang,
I
and I
appreciate it.
wish you all the best.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
here cheering you on with my pom poms, and I wish you all the best. Keep shining bright. You're a queen, and keep doing the damn thing.
Thank you, Jael. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you to everybody who tuned in and supported us thus far. Mwah.
Yes, guys. Thanks, Jessia. Bye. Oh wow, guys! Wow! My voice stay intact. Make sure you guys share the live. Thank you so very much, every single one of you tuning in. First of all, let me say thank you to my guests. this was like a packed show. It was a 2 hour show. We spent an hour in each, and I'm so happy and grateful that they could come on and share with you. Tomorrow we have another show, so Adicia Burton will be on. That is the 2023 Miss Dominica. She's going to be talking about her journey, all of the pageants that she participated in, and her journey. Like, just talk about her life since becoming the queen, and she's going to be giving up the crown soon. So we're going to be talking to her tomorrow. Also on Thursday, King Trilogy is going to be joining us. He's going to be sharing his journey. You know, we're getting into February, the best month in the entire year. And he's going to also be competing pretty soon to either retain his crown, right? And we're going to be talking a little bit to him. So, packed week for you guys. I'm excited that you guys could have joined me. Thank you very much. If you'd like to be a sponsor, there's still opportunities to be a sponsor. I mean, today we have 300 people on the live, you know. There's opportunities to be a sponsor. You can reach out to us. I want to say thank you, special thank you to my amazing team. I have a great team. It's not just a Jael Zafir. So I want to big up Samaj Bernard, big up Annika, big up my sister Aurelie, my family. Thank you very much for being supportive of me, for staying quiet while I do this, you know. And just thank you to every single person who support me and show me love. I made it to 12K. I mean, like we've grown so crazy the last couple of like so crazy to me last couple of months, like growing by 600 every month, right? And I really want to say thank you, because it's all of you sharing the content, you sharing the live, you sharing. That is because of you, and that is why I can actually go to companies and give away freebies like 100 ml Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. You know, we're giving away that one is Minaj ST by Nicki Minaj. You know, we're giving away Lacoste perfume. You know, on Friday, folks are going to have an opportunity to win, and it's because I can actually go to people and say, I have the engagement, I have the following, I want to be able to give back to my audience, and that's how it works. That's it. I want to say thank you very much for continuing to share, for continuing to love, for continuing to follow, for continuing to subscribe, for turning your notifications on, for sharing with a friend, putting the video down in a group. My Lucian Massive, who's been on the live supporting, big up to you. Thank you very much to you, Nigel. You know, Nigel reached out to me. Like, this does not happen in 767. Nigel, who's a Lucian, same role as me, reach out to me and say, I want to share your content. Give me your links. I want to share your stuff. You know, and I really appreciate that, because that's how we network, and that's how the message gets to carry on to other people. I want to say thank you very much to Fresh Market Health, Beauty and Cosmetics for giving me all of these wonderful gifts that I could share with you guys. Really appreciate the entire team at Fresh Market HPC. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Stay tuned, stay connected. Much love. See you guys soon. Stay blessed. Don't get stressed. Be well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Be good to yourself always. Bye-bye.